Episode 222. Genius take the wheel. And glad to be here. Glad to be here to talk to you guys once again. Glad to be alive. And able to make mistakes that won't end me. So yeah, we put up the video yesterday on TSP about how I almost bit the dust for good. And everybody loves the thumbnail. Everybody loves the thumbnail in that video. And you know, I'm just I don't know. It's kind of a blur. Like I feel okay mentally after what happened, but maybe it hasn't really hit me yet, the gravity of what happened and like how close like I really came. Like the thumbnail in the video is really funny. You know, thank you to my esteemed editor for the thumbnails that she makes. I do appreciate all the work that she does for the podcast, you know. But yeah, that was I guess it happened so fast that I really didn't have time to process it, and then things didn't really happen that bad. Hey, Mrs. Evil is here. Thank you. So maybe that's why, like I know that, you know, from a professional standpoint, I know what the stakes were, you know, in my mind. Yeah, these guys are not gonna allow me to they're not gonna allow me to merge. Oh, this lady, she let me merge. Nice. But yeah, like, you know, my mind knows from you know, from the professional standpoint, just how bad that could have ended. But because it happened so fast and I regained control so quickly, it really wasn't, I don't know, I don't really feel that bad about it. I have very minor bruising from it, you know, so, but, you know, I had a really good workout after that, but I was pretty physically tired yesterday, so I didn't train. I was supposed to train back yesterday. Wow, we got flies already? It's not even 40 degrees yet. Fuck out of here. That's wild. It's not even 40 degrees and we got flies out here like, hey, what's up, man? Holy crap. Anyway. So, you know, today was supposed to be the first day that I go back to, you know, regular leg days. And I just really was not looking forward to it today. Really didn't want to do it. I'm like, wow, this is going to be so much pain. This is really going to suck. And the whole nine. And it turned out, you know, that it turned out okay. It was definitely better than I was expecting. Definitely better than I was expecting. And so, I had a whole bunch of ideas about why, I was able to perform at the same level as I did the last leg press day before I went to deload. And I do have some theories. I knew that I was taking a mental chance by extending the deload from 1 week to 2. I did know that while the back wheels on that bus are not touching the ground, I would not want to be on that bus. This day is becoming really strange. Okay, so I thought that I might be kind of falling off mentally by taking that second week to deload, but my legs really did start to recover, and I really started to feel like a human being again. Not just like, yeah, they are not going round and round. And I'm just glad I'm not on that bus. But today was very difficult, but it wasn't anything that my body wasn't prepared for. And the pain that I felt was definitely lower than, the last time going in. So now I'm starting to really think that, there might be something to taking an extra week off on the deload every once in a while. There might be something to it, and I'm very happy with the fact that it didn't suck as much as I was anticipating. So now I'm starting to think that, maybe I was going too hard for too long. Maybe I was going too hard for too long. And now I want to know, okay, I was able to do exactly what I did the day that I went on deload. Because I normally have to dial it back a little bit off a 1 week deload. And I didn't really have to do that. Catherine Anna Hauserman. It is good to see you and be seen. Video that I put up on the Talking Shit podcast yesterday. You definitely need to go watch that video that we uploaded yesterday. But anyway, so today I did not warm up at 135. I warmed up at 225, and I was very uncomfortable. I had a lot of air in my belly that was basically squeezed out by trying to do the leg press. And I changed the angle of the seat because my lower back just wasn't really happy with the angle, so I lowered that angle just a hair, went to 315, and it really felt good. So I'm not going to sit on the highest setting on the leg press anymore, and I'm going to go one tick down because lower back agrees with it. I'm able to get into a much better position and stance. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I went to 315, you know, that wasn't so bad. But like, I was really thinking, oh my God, you know, 455 is really gonna suck. So then I went to 455, and it was very difficult on one. I took a slight pause between the 6th and 7th rep, and then I reminded myself, you only got 3 reps to go. I'm like, oh, okay, let me stop being a biatch. I just stretched that out for YouTube. So then I got through it, and I was like, okay, I'm out of breath. My legs don't really hurt. So, you know, set 2 is easier than set 1, like it usually is. And, you know, I got through set 3, and it's like, oh, I only got 1 set left. Cool. Set 4 is done. Okay. Drop down to 315 for 2 sets of 10. And that it just wasn't that, it was not that bad. I mean, the first set at 315 was harder than I was anticipating. I don't know why. I think I lost my focus a little bit on that set. But then, like, the last set was just like, okay, it got done. It's all good. And then I went to the prone leg curl, 3 sets of 8 at 170. That was actually quite easy. I don't know if you're gonna fit in there, buddy. This is definitely okay, you're not sure either. So let me get past you.
Was he trying to park?
Yep, he's trying to park, but I don't know if he's got the space to do it.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's really tight.
Yep. That's what she said. So
I can always press the wrong button.
you did that. You did press the wrong button. And that's why you got that response.
I can always get off here.
It's true. It's not that far. All right, so, oh, that's what she said. I can't believe I almost missed that. I was late on that one.
I leave that alone. Stop there. Don't go far.
Yeah, it would have fit in there too. But okay. So yeah, you know, I did the leg curl, 3 sets of 8 at 170, and I was surprised by how easy and how difficult it was. You know, difficult because, you know, I was doing leg curls around the 90 or the 100 pound mark, and then the jump to 170, you know, in that case, yeah, the weight, you know, feels heavier, but the preparedness that I had for it, I was very surprised by it. Like, it really was not that big a deal. And so I should have known that the leg press was going to be easier today, because the hack squat is the one that I really dislike doing. When I did the first week deload, my legs really hurt, and I'm like, damn, this shit's supposed to be easy. And then when I went to go do the hack squat again, deload week 2, it was actually easy. So I'm thinking, you know what, maybe my muscles are actually recovering for real, and you know, it's not really, you know, as bad as I thought it was going to be. So with the leg press really not being that bad, oh, and by the way, I did the 4 sets of 9 at 455 on the leg press. So I will be doing double digits. Dude, join traffic, guy. What are you doing?
Who?
Got me fucking, this stupid ass van got me stuck. Like, we could have both went in, we could have both made that turn together. And he's like, oh, let me creep there really slow so you get stuck by the red light. So yeah, the 455, a total of 36 reps, 40 reps next week. And then I did the leg extension at 175, 3 sets of 8. And I was a little winded after the second set. It wasn't so bad after the third set. Yeah, it wasn't so bad after the third set. So, I left the gym, legs a little bit tired. But I wasn't like hobbled or anything. Even sitting here now, operating the gas and the brake, my right leg doesn't really feel as crappy as it normally does. So there might be something to the, trying to, recover my legs a little bit more, because I'm usually just kind of stuck in a state of perpetual hobbled pain, trying to chase these leg gains. And so I'll see, if, either I drop down to 2 days for leg day or what have you. I'll look to see, what's good when it comes to that. So yeah, today was not nearly as crappy as I was expecting it to be, and for that I am grateful. I am grateful for that. I just was not in a great headspace to start today's sessions. Gotta be careful with these ribs. This. So yeah, leg day 1 of the mesocycle is in the books. Like I told you guys, even though I almost left this earth under the weight of a barbell, I went on to have a pretty good chest day. So, but my legs feeling not so bad today. I'm gonna try to get some back work done. I'm gonna try to get some back work done today. I really wanted to do it yesterday, but I was just mentally and physically tired. So back day today, shoulder plus rehab tomorrow. Vertical pull, hopefully on Thursday. And then incline bench on Friday. That's the hope. That's the hope. Never do it alone. Exactly, Catherine. Exactly. Exactly. I cannot stress how important, cannot express how important that is. And I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to not have been seriously injured, because that's also another possibility. I could have lived, but I could have broken ribs. It could have fractured the sternum. It could, a piece of broken rib could have gone into my lung. Like, I just don't understand why I see so many guys so nonchalant about bench pressing. It is the most dangerous lift. I mean, you're turning blunt metal objects into potential guillotines with like heavy weight. I just don't understand how people don't take it seriously. But I took it seriously. Something didn't go right. Something bad happened. And then, the damage was mitigated. And I could not be happier. I could not be more thankful. And, I do have, people who, again, they get so mad when I'm like, hey, can I get, a spotter here? And they see, because the thing is, it's really funny. A lot of guys look at me and they're like, yo, you're big. And I'm like, no, I'm not. But regardless of the size, if you take 95 pounds to your throat, pause, hey, yo, it's a problem. It's a problem. Nobody wants to hear that, but that's the reality. R.I.P. to Roberta Flack, but that would not have been killing me softly. Very much the opposite. So, we're doing what we can out here. Out here in these streets. Catherine said, I want you alive as well. Yeah. Gotta be. Why is this guy standing in the middle of the street?
Because he believes that he's gonna...
Maybe he's trying to hail a cab for the rich white man.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or he believes that he can be hit by a car and then not die.
But yeah. Just trying to get some fatigue in my leg now. But I'll be able to stand in a few minutes. I'm going to switch gears and just say a couple things that I want to say because I want to say them. Very surprised, the Sunday night, heard round the world, one man basically became the $765 million man, that being Juan Soto. of the formerly of the Washington Nationals, formerly of the San Diego Padres, formerly of the New York Yankees, and currently a member of the New York Mets for at least the next 5 seasons. Listened to Yankee fans whine and cry and acted like an entitled woman who believes it's her God-given responsibility and duty and right to reject men, and then she gets rejected and loses her mind. That's how the Yankee fans look pretty much the entire winter. And I suffer from second and third hand embarrassment on their behalf. Like, a player that played 1 season with you decided to go play someplace else, and you know you're all bent out of shape. And I've seen so many very sad responses. Some of them are of the delusional type, like, oh, because he's not in this particular lineup, hitting in this position with this one guy as his teammate, he won't ever be able to do anything, which, has already been disproven in the ultimate way by the fact that, Juan Soto already had a World Series championship. His World Series championship victory is more recent than any New York Yankee. And he did not win the championship. The Mets, the blue ones in New York City. Well, the Yankees are also the blue ones in New York City. Both teams wear blue. The Yankees wear a little bit darker navy. The Mets slightly lighter royal. But both of the New York baseball teams wear blue. But they're saying that he's gonna basically, he is not a good baseball player, and that he was lucky. He was lucky. All the hits and home runs, he was lucky. Even though his whole career, he's been doing it his entire career. And he only played 1 season with the Yankees, but he's just completely inept and incompetent without being on the Yankees, even though he has already won the World Series, and it wasn't on the Yankees. So, some of the worst things that I've seen are like hoping that he gets injured, and it's just kind of like, dudes, like, you are some miserable people. Not all Yankee fans, but enough of them that I was kind of taken aback. And like I said, suffering from second and third hand embarrassment on their behalf. Because they're supposed to be, one of the smarter fan bases in the sport. And a lot of them don't even know the players that are on their team. Now, if one of their players makes a mistake, they'll talk about it for weeks on end. Like Aaron Judge, who is the best player in baseball right now, who is on their team. They
Why she was not saying anything to the police car and she was complaining to us?
I was already making the turn, so I wasn't gonna like stop in the crosswalk. That doesn't make any sense either. But anyway, yeah, it just doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense the way that people are carrying on as fans, in my opinion. And so I really did get a big kick out of things when the Mets played their first spring training game, and Juan Soto hits a home run, like in his very first at bat, in the very predatory way that he hits his home runs. Like, it's almost like he's stalking the pitcher and he's hunting the pitcher. It's very, very rare to see a hitter like predating on pitchers. It's really strange. Catherine says, clearly incapable, but he is a pro player. You know who is incapable? Me, in that sport. Yeah. And a lot of the people talking shit about him are just as incapable of you as you. Like they hit as many home runs in Major League Baseball last year as you did, Catherine. But they think they know everything. But to see him stalk his prey and then hit a home run in the first at-bat of spring training. Obviously, spring training is not that big of a deal. You know, it's spring training. Everybody's kind of warming up. But the fact that he was already geared up and mentally in the zone and already, figuring out exactly what pitches is coming, predicting the sequences, understanding the position that the pitcher is in, and there's just launching a 426 feet to the opposite field. Sorry, Yankee fans. I know you want this guy to just forget how to play baseball, but he won't. I know you want the Mets to be 4th or 5th in the NL East. They won't be. We'll be in the playoffs again this year and next year, the year after. And you're just going to have to deal with the fact that this is not the same old Mets. And you can remain mad if you want to, but as O'Shea Duke Jackson would say, it's not my fault. Anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. It's time for me to go to work and all of that. Y'all be safe. I will see you on Thursday for episode 223. Genius Take the Wheel. All right, I'm out of here. Goodbye.